Uh, Whoa, what is happening there? Okay. Hi, Teddy. Welcome. You are first. Before anyone else gets in here, I do want to tell you something. So, I noticed that on my Discord, you did go onto my Discord, but I don't think you use the thumbs up emote. Oh, hey, Moonlight. How are you? How are you doing this evening? I took a quick nap, but I also watched a bit of Legends of Tomorrow, season 7. So I'm actually excited to get back into it because I'm like, oh, I'm already on like episode 5. But yeah, Teddy, if you so you're right now on my Discord, you're literally only seeing like just like my announcements of when I go online and stuff like that, but you're not seeing like the whole conversation. So if you just go into the please read me first. Oh my god. JC, I'm literally still on your channel. Thank you so much for the raid. Santos. Let me give you a shout out, JC. I swear, this is so funny because like it's so late for you.
Shit, I was lost.
Speaking of close, so is our fucking health. Don't beans it. Get into that shack. Get into that shack.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Tom, where are you? Tom,
Okay.
help. Please.
Uh, Zerotham, thank you for the lurk. JC started playing it, and now I'm 4 hours into the science gym. TCG is amazing. Okay, but like TCG is really fun. It's just that whenever I listen to the music, it gets me like I feel so sleepy because the music, I don't know, something about the music, it just rocks and it's so good and it's so good to like sleep to. So I feel really bad because every time JC starts streaming and I go in there, I fall asleep because I'm like, this is so nice. Moonlight Bree, doing all right. That's good. I'm glad. Um, yeah, I never got around to actually looking there. No worries. I was just telling you just in case because I know for sure that Sethos had issues because he didn't know to do the thumbs up and then access the rest of the Discord, and I think Dimano had the same issue as well. So I'm just mentioning it because I did notice that you were on the intro page, but you weren't in like the general page. Right, I think you might be just a natural sleepy person. That is true though. Oh, fun fact. So I was actually late to my own birth because I fell asleep as inside the womb. And my mom had to like get up and walk around the hospital for a good hour or so to wake me up. It's like, hello, you gotta do labor. So that's the story of my birth. Oh my god. Yeah, my mom had so much fun telling me that. I too am very sleepy. Wow, that explains so much. Yeah. Yeah, it literally, ever since she told me that story, I was like, that explains so much of my life. Why did you not tell me this sooner? We need a Kizu Nabama. I will work on it. I will work on it. Outside people are screaming, push, push, and I just, wait, what? Oh my god, so if babies are asleep, they can't be born. I didn't know that. No, because like, so it's when the baby's like, I think it's when the baby's like trying to get out, you know? It's like that's why mothers, they go to labor before they even are really fully ready, because like the baby's awake, the baby wants to get out. But me, I think I was just really comfortable in there, I guess, and I just fell asleep. I was just like, it's not my time yet. Wake me up when it's time. Orientation, perhaps, maybe, yeah. I don't really fully know, but yeah, my mom told me that story. I thought it was really funny. How is everyone? How's everyone's Thursday? So tomorrow is Christmas Eve, if I remember correctly. I'm wondering if anyone has plans, and if not, that's fine. Chilling is also an option. Chilling is a good option. I will be chilling. I will be chilling with some Breath of the Wild and some Monster Hunter stories. So like, I will be there. I will be happy. Family, aw. Why the sad face? Family no good? I've got a kitty not far from Reach, so I'm doing great. Yeah! Is Nutella there? Hi, Nutella! How's the kitty? I was a breach baby. They had to drag me out of there kicking and screaming. Oh, please tell me about that, because I'm not too entirely sure about it. And then Zelda 4 Swords on Christmas Eve. Ooh! Family is tiring. Zelda 4 Swords. Yeah, but okay. So I have the GameCube, right? But I also have like 4 different Game Boy Advances because I had Crystal Chronicles and I wanted to play with people, but no one wanted to play with me. So I never got to play Crystal Chronicles multiplayer, and I've always wanted to play that multiplayer. Speaking of that, Sethos, I know you have Crystal Chronicles on your Switch. We are friends on Switch. Oh, that sounds like an invite. It does. It does sound like an invite. It's 100% an invite to everyone to come to my place, and we can play Crystal Chronicles on my Game Boy Cube, not Game Boy Cube, GameCube, because I have the Game Boy Advances. I don't know why I brought them all with me, just in case anyone wanted to come in. I have no friends here. I'm on holiday. I'm gonna get the last of my ingredients for Saturday's dinner, maybe get some exotic liquor and tidy the house up for guests. Very excited to not worry about science for a bit. Ooh, excited for you, Zeratham. I would have played. Yes, I do. Wait, that's a thing. Should I be playing it right tonight? Because the Chronicles on Switch. I will get Sethos. If you play the game with me, I will get the Switch. Sorry, I will get the game on Switch right now. I mean, you can play Game Boy games on GameCube with the GBA attachment. That's not technically incorrect. True. You're right. But Sethos is actually better with multiple people rather than just 2 people, because if there's 2 people for Crystal Chronicles, one of them is stuck holding the mire thing, so that's a little not as fun. But it is really, really fun with multiple people. Well, it should be, because I've never actually played it with multiple people, so this is purely theoretical. So anyways, I don't remember what I was supposed to do here, but I'm glad that this game tells me everything that I need to do. But yeah, like Crystal Chronicles is one of those games where I was super excited to do that. But anyways, I got off track. So the reason why I started talking about that is because I had all the GBAs, and like a lot of people talked about how Zelda 4 Swords was really cool, especially with multiple people. So I was like, so I dreamed that people would play Crystal Chronicles with me and also Zelda 4 Swords. But of course, no one did. But yeah, theoretically, that's also a fun game to play in multiplayer. But I wouldn't know. Am I supposed to come here? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me talk to you first. Congratulations on your victory at the Demon Palace. To go to High Brasail, choose Set Sail. Cool. Let's do that. Well, my Switch internet is awful. I need to find a way to make it stable, but now I own it too. Oh, listen, Teddy, message me, DM me. You have my Discord. Message me. Write down your friend code for Switch. I will add you. I will get Crystal Chronicles tonight. And when we can, we will play together, because I am so for it. I've always wanted to play Crystal Chronicles with friends. Should I be playing it tonight? No, there's no way I have time to play tonight, because later on tonight at 7 or can you shut up for a moment? At 7 or 8 p.m. I'm not quite sure. Fraz might DM me at some point. We have to play Risk of Rain together, so, which, if you guys want to join in Risk of Rain 2, that's also available. We're doing 4 Swords emulated online, so just scatter across the world. Sounds good. I own Crystal Chronicles, and it always seemed to be the same journey repeated. Was I just a fool to gave up on it too early? The thing about Crystal Chronicles is that I really love the idea of having the different classes, like the memory system, like encountering people depending on like what kind of class you were, and also like going through dungeon to dungeon, kind of like slowly raising your stats by going to dungeons, stuff like that. It's actually really fun. I really enjoyed it, but I'm one of those like stat builders. Like if I can build up my character to be ridiculously strong, I will be satisfied. Guess I'm gonna watch you while I play. Play what? If you're, I swear to God, if you're playing Crystal Chronicles right now, we're gonna switch this game to Crystal Chronicles. Actually, do you guys just want to play Crystal Chronicles with me? I wasn't a hardcore fan of it, but I really want to try every game in the way it was intended. Yes, exactly. I've never managed to play it multiplayer. Like, I played it a lot single player. I hadn't played much. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't mention it to you because I did see it on your list, but like you didn't play it that much. So honestly, no idea where I'm at. I mean, we're gonna be starting from the beginning if we're gonna multiplayer, because we all gotta make a character. I have to talk to her. Okay. So honestly, chat, if you want to play Crystal Chronicles with me right now, I am up for it. It's gonna break my bank a little bit because I need to actually buy it. Okay, let me get to the Nintendo store. I do warn you, my Switch engine has been barely functional so far, and I have yet to find a solution. That's so weird, though. Is the rest of your internet connection okay, or is it literally just like your Switch? Because that is really odd. How do I spell Chronicles? I've officially forgotten how to spell Chronicles. Excuse me, Nintendo Switch store. Can you actually give me the thing that I want? This is a terrible store. Platform? I would assume the Switch. Character? Game category? RPG? Okay, I don't see it. Remastered edition? Oh, it's only, wait, oh my God, it's literally only 12 bucks. You guys are watching me, you guys are watching me buy things in real time right now. It's the remastered edition, right? Is that the one where you had? So we probably should be getting the same thing. Switch is dead, hold on. Oh no! Mine might be too. I'd probably have to dock it. I mean, I'd have to dock it anyways if you want me to stream it. It's PC! How are you? How's your Thursday? Any plans for the holidays? Okay, I really have to talk to her. Whoa, hi! The zoom. Hello? Aseo, his eyes are up there. Okay. Obviously, I'm not gonna play it tonight, but I just bought Risk of Rain 2 so soon. Oh, JC, would you like to join us? Sweet transparent text, bro. Doing pretty good. Rain stopped for a while, though still cold out. No plans so far. Mainly chilling for the holidays. Chilling is very good. I 100% support chilling, especially since I'm gonna be chilling too. But yeah, I'm glad the rain stopped. I have the worst rain like RNG. Every time I need to go out, like I'll be like, okay, today is the day I need to go outside because like I've been pushing it off. And like it'll be clear skies for all those days that I procrastinated on going outside. The moment I go outside, it starts pouring rain. And it's like, god damn it, why do you follow me everywhere? Risk of Rain 2 is hella fun. I agree. Risk of Rain 2 is one of my favorite games. Rain RNG, yeah. I think me and Sethos, I think one of our first games together was actually Risk of Rain 1. And Risk of Rain 1, if you know Risk of Rain 1, it doesn't have internet. It doesn't have online internet. What you have to do is you have to do a really like crazy, oh my god, you have to do a really crazy thing with like the IPs and use like Hamachi and everything like that. And me and Sethos, we had to like rig it to basically play online with each other. But I'm thankfully, and also what I really liked was Risk of Rain developers were in PAX, right? And I went to PAX and I went to like the indie panels because obviously, and then I saw them, and the first question I asked them was, will there be online like multiplayer? And they're like, yes. That was the first thing we fixed. And they were like, no more Hamachi. I was like, thank god. It was so much fun. Yeah, playing Risk of Rain with you, Sethos, is so fun with me. Not tonight, but at some point in the hopefully not distant future, I'll be up for it. Okay, cool. Sounds great. Yeah, multiplayer was tricky to set up. It was. And such an endeavor every time we wanted to play because we always freaking got. Yeah, we always spend like 40 minutes trying to figure out how to Hamachi. Setting Hamachi, yes. Huge quality of life update right there. Yeah, exactly. I'm so glad they did it. They really knew what we wanted, you know? They're like, yeah. We get it. We get it. Get the online thing working. I love that that's the first thing that they figured out. They were just like, yeah, I think if we need anything to work, we need that to work. Alright, that's everyone, I think. Do I just leave? Is there more people down here? Oh, there is. Bless their souls. Yeah, bless their souls. I love their I like Hoopu Games is like kind of like the funnest. They have like the funnest devlogs to follow because they really do like update with stuff and following their devlog of when they turn 2D to 3D was so exciting to see because I wasn't really entirely sure when they said like we're gonna make Risk of Rain but 3D. I was like, is that gonna work? They made it totally work. Like it's so amazing that they did. Today's stream is just me gushing about Risk of Rain. Also, I have a date for I have a date for the cooking stream. So when I'm gonna put it is gonna be on the 27th. Yeah, no. Said those. Don't get excited. So on the 27th, I was gonna say, what? You didn't tell me. Yeah, I would tell you if I had a date. Yeah, I was a bit curious how they were gonna pull it off with 3D, but they did it justice. They really did. They did such a good job. And I love how they listened to complaints of like, you know, at the very beginning when a lot of people were like, we can't really find the teleporter. Because it was like really hard to see, so they made it much more easier to see, but also like not like glaringly obvious. It's kind of like very subtle because there's the white like specks around and everything like that, and it's like, and it makes it easier to find because it's in like a range of an area. But anyways, so the reason why I'm going to be doing the cooking stream on the 27th is because my parents are going to come over. on that night. Sorry, I need to like burp. And so like I figured since I'm gonna be baking something and also cooking something, I might as well do it when there's gonna be more mouths to feed, because otherwise that's gonna last me forever. Cause last time I made banana bread, cause I did make banana bread. Last time I made banana bread, I cut a piece, I ate a piece, I was full. I was like, I'm done. So it would be better to, you know, bake something and cook something when my parents are coming over. That way I will be able to be like, hey, you know, you can eat this or something like that. They're probably going to come over like after dinner. So they're probably going to be like, oh, we're too full, we can't eat anything. I was like, okay, sure. But can you eat this baked good? Cooking stream 2 versus 1 stone. Exactly. Exactly. I was like, considering I'm going to be cooking anyways, who do I need to talk to? I was like, considering I need to cook anyways, I might as well cook it when people are gonna come over, because I rarely ever have guests. Sorry. I say that as if I ever have guests. I never have guests. Who am I supposed I could have sworn I talked to everyone. Was that it? There it is. I was missing this one person. All hail the one bite banana bread. SVC, are you also like a very small eater as well? I honestly don't eat that much. BRB, yeah, sure, no worries. BRB all you want, Zethos. Where is Adelie? Your parents are gonna be like, why are you pointing your camera into your kitchen though? I mean, hopefully I'll be done before they get home or get to my place. You're gonna like hear like the door opening sound and we're like I wish so it's the opposite. Oh really? I wish I could eat more, to be honest. I eat like really tiny, like I'll like nibble and then I'll be done. Oh, there you go. Of course it's a very elaborate looking gazebo. Alright,
いいのかな。パーティーの主役がこんなところにいて。
I don't have a drink. So if you need help with any leftovers, you can send them my way. Yeah, sure, just give me your address. And also your security number as well. Your country ID. Chat Kizu Fry Parents. Kizu, why? Alright, I'm gonna get a drink, BRB.
喧嘩でもしたのかい？
喧嘩っていうか、それ以前っていうのかな。嫌われてるのかもしれないです。私、主体性ないし、どんくさいから、すぐハセオさんをイライラさせちゃうんです。そうか。だけど君は
Security number? Okay, well, I don't know the thing for every country, because for Canada it's a social security no, it's a social insurance number. That's what it is. But for the US it's social security number, so it's a different thing. And I think for the UK it's, what is it, like an NIS or something like that? Identify theft going. Yeah, exactly. I even have a pun for it now. Oh yeah, totally. To prove that it's really me. Exactly, yeah. In the UK it's national insurance. Yeah, it's NI... Is it not NIS? Is it NIN? Is it not 3 letters? It's normally NI number? Okay, okay. Cool, I'm learning. Yeah, I don't know where I don't know where the NIS came from. Is that your is that the UK's health service? Like the you know what I mean. Welcome back. Thanks, it's PC. It's a PPS, personal public service number here in Ireland, but we still call it a social security number. Oh, and NHS. There you go. I got the two mixed up. Sorry. National Health Service. NHS is the UK Health Service. Okay, okay. Yeah. Very important stuff. National health is so important though. It's so stupid because like I have a job, but I have to pay for my health insurance, which I don't even know why I bother, but it's just like just in case, you know, something happens when I'm here and I don't have enough time to go all the way back to Canada to get looked at, because I do have like free medical in Canada, so I can technically just go into the hospital there. But for the US, if you have to have a job, right? And then not only that, but like right now for me, health isn't really included. It's taken a bit out of my paycheck, which is so stupid. Very important details to fill for. Yeah, yeah. I'd probably be like the worst thief because I do think because I do have like IDs and stuff like that, you know, and I feel like in order to be like a good thief, you'd have to be kind of off the map, and I think I'm very easily located on the map by government if need be. Oh, I miss Canada Dry. Hey, Canada Dry, ginger ale. I had to pay for expatriation insurance in the US too. To be honest, I would rather not pay health insurance and just be flown back to the UK if I ever need medical attention because it's free. Exactly. Same here. But like it's just in case something horribly goes wrong, like I get into a car crash and I need medical attention like right there and then. I'd rather have that insurance just in case. But they still charge the heck out of you, regardless if you have insurance or not. We still have ginger ale here, of course, but something about proper Canada Dry hits different. Yeah, anyone has the oh, I thought it had a Canada flag on it. It's just Canada Dry. Canada Dry, let's go! Canada Dry bold, however, 5-star. I've never tried that before. I hear it's spicy. Two stars, but yeah, exactly. It is a little spicy though. Is it like a ginger spice? I'm actually surprised how quickly Adelie, like, so quickly confessed her love for Haseo. Isn't that a member of the Spice Girls? Bold Spice? Or Ginger Spice? Which one? Did I say Ginger Spice? It's PC, I swear to God. It's like a more potent hot ginger flavor. Okay. Ginger Spice? Yeah, I realized halfway through. I'm like, oh no. Oh. Okay, but what even is a scary spice? The one married to Red Bull's F1's boss. Oh, really? Bold Spice never confirmed. Yeah. The Spice Girls are making a comeback with their new member, Bold Spice. Like my interest coming full circle. Hey. Oh snaps, adding that to my notes for the trivia. Oh, we having a trivia night? I would be absolutely useless at trivia night. I don't retain any information. Everything is like an exam for me, right? I'll like put it in my short term. If you ask me like a few minutes later, I might remember. Otherwise, it just flies right by. Same. Hey, high five. Have to bust out the Quizlet for the memorization. Oh, that's really cool though. Catch up. It's why like my first emote, the first thing that I really did. Well, the first one was obviously the dragon with the heart. But my second one that I made was the confusion one because I'm always confused. So I figured that was like on brand for me. I played Jeopardy once in Tabletop Sim, closest to trivia night I've ever been to. Oh, you know what's really hard for me? Charades. I'm really bad with charades. Yeah, exactly. My two moves. Confused. Who's DMing me? Oh, myself. Okay. Sorry. I have to like be sure that I don't miss a message from Fraz if he DMs me. I wonder how much further I have in this one. I don't remember if they're really that long, these volumes. Considering there's like 2 other ones. Oh my god. This is a scam. Oh, so I'm getting Cuphead and I'm getting Final Fantasy 7. I already have Final Fantasy 8, so when I'm done Final Fantasy 10-2's last mission, or maybe even I don't know, maybe even Dot Hack, I will start playing Final Fantasy 8 because I really want to, and I really want to play the card game. But I also want to play Cuphead, which I think I will replace Hollow Knight with. And I also want to play Sekiro as well. I'm really streaming really has helped me play a lot more games because usually I would buy a game and then I won't finish it. Like I will play it for a little bit and then I won't finish it, or I just don't play it at all. Hydrate, thank you, CJU Busta. Cheers. Ooh, Cuphead, intense game from what I've seen. Ultimate reflex set. Sekiro is good, I enjoyed it. It looks really fun. It's definitely like a different twist from like Bloodborne, but I like is a very it's a tentatively over-exaggerated word for Bloodborne, but I like Bloodborne and Sekiro because both of them are kind of fast-paced, right? And they seem very like skill orientated, especially with like the blocking and everything like that for Sekiro, and like doing like all the skills and stuff like that. It looks really fun. So Tuesday is just your Here's the Hard Games Day, and Friday apparently. I'll probably replace Bloodborne with Sekiro. Love the art for Cuphead. Yeah. Oh my god. So I gotta tell you guys. Game, shut up. I gotta tell you guys. So I used to be a game tester, and I game tested Cuphead when it came in for Xbox. And let me tell you, that day was my favorite work day of my entire like game testing career, because for 8 hours straight. We just got to play this amazing game. And Cuphead didn't have a single bug. We couldn't find a single bug in that game. Like, multiplayer worked, not multiplayer, like local co-op worked perfectly. All the levels ran perfectly. It seemed like they'd had their own beta testers and everything like that to make sure that it was really good. So that game ran so smooth. All like the trophies and stuff like that, they popped, no problem. So that game was a game day for all of us, and all of us just started speed running that thing. We were just going through those levels. We finished like more than half of that game in the 8 hours that we were allotted to try it. Ever since then, I will sing praises of that game because it was so fun the day that I played it. So I'm just really sad that I didn't get it earlier. Speedrunner confirmed. No. It wasn't like we couldn't like glitch. We had to like test out all the levels, see if they all worked, and everything like that. You heard it here first. Professional gamer. We were like, no, not even close. Well, solid from the start. Yeah, it was so good. And like I heard that it was done by like two people, like two guys. And I think they got their whole family with like the music and everything like that. Like I think like either a sister or a wife or something like that did the music or something. I don't know. But they spent like a really long time working on it. So Tuesday, yeah, Sekiro's good. Love the art for Bloodborne. I love Bloodborne. I like Sekiro. Oh really? I don't like playing Bloodborne. I really like the lore for Bloodborne. Game testing sounds dreadful. It is. It is, Teddy. As someone in the industry, Teddy, yeah, we know game testing is awful. That's why I'm saying the day Cuphead came in, that was a great like work day because we just got to play games for that day. I miss old FromSoft. Like Dark Souls?
アトリはもともと我々の調査対象だった。どういう意味だ？アトリは我々が発見した新たな非同一使候補だ。
I like Sekiro's gameplay mostly better, but I love the lore and the aspect of BB a lot more. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's definitely one of the reasons why I got Bloodborne. It's because I really love the lore. But I hate playing it. I legitimately hate playing it. It's so scary. I love the Souls games, but I miss that they used to do a lot of different genre. Oh yes, that is true though. That is definitely true. They had way more like variety. Especially if you go back, playing older games. The Bloodborne board game is actually pretty fun in mine. There's a Bloodborne board game? Excuse me? I gotta look that up afterwards. Feeling when you will never have another Armored Core. Oh, they did Armored Core? Yo. Different game. But I think one of my favorite like mech type games was Mech Warrior. I played the hell out of like Mech Warrior on like the old like Windows. Oh, Adelie, you're gonna get yourself killed. I love King's Field too, even though the Souls does fill that niche. I don't know that one. I'm tempted on buying MechWarrior 5 this sale. Oh, so there was a there's a VR game where you're like in a mech. I don't remember what the title is, but it looked really fun. I was sad that I couldn't play it on my Quest. And I needed like, because I needed it to connect to my computer for it. Yeah, I played all of FromSoft's old games on stream. Ooh, that's cool. I can't do the VR. I'm motion sick in it. Aw. Did you know, Teddy, that there are VR game testers? I remember one time, my friend was in a team that had to VR test. I think it was like dogfight or something like that. It was like the air, like fighting in an airplane or like a jet game, and I like for lunch I like walked by their area and I just see them all just down and they're just like because of motion sickness. It was really funny. Iron Rebellion, that looked incredible. Is it? Okay, hold on. Let me look it up. Iron Rebellion. Ah, yes, yes, yes. It looked so cool. It looks so cool. It's not fully out though. It's like early access right now still. That I can believe. Yeah, I was really bad. I was like, damn, I will never want to like game test VR. I feel like that's so damaging. Skyrim VR, I felt sick at 10 minutes. At 15 minutes, I couldn't stand for 4 hours. Okay, Teddy, so what you need to do, because I get motion sick as well, what you need to do is you need to get those games like rhythm games, you know, because then you're just standing in one place and things are coming in towards you instead. Most games aren't that bad, yeah. Yeah, Skyrim VR is a special breed of bad. Especially if you get hit by like the frost troll at the very beginning in Skyrim, that will send you flying. I love how Thursdays are just my just chatting days, really. The game is just a background. It's just something fun to look at while we talk. But I really do love talking about games. There's a variety of games that I've played, you know. I haven't been able to keep up with the most recent games, which makes me sad. But there hasn't been too many, like interesting games that I really want to keep up with, you know. Yeah, Beat Saber, Dance Central, and Blaze of Sorcerer are most of what I can do. Pistol Whip is also really good. Pistol Whip, if you've... so Pistol Whip doesn't give me nearly as much motion sickness as I thought it would. It gives a little bit at the beginning, and then you gotta kind of get used to it because you are kind of like vaulted a little forward as like the stage goes by. But like because you're focused so much on like shooting and everything like that and getting the rhythm of it, it makes it less motion sick. That's just my opinion. So definitely look into it a little bit. I guess I don't know. How would you know until you try it, right? Really, that worried me with emotion. That's why I didn't play it. I get that. I totally get that because I had the same issue as well because I wasn't too sure. But like I was able to play it just fine. By the way, this is the first time I've seen a game twice. You're officially on the second week, that's why. Wait, are you saying you're a variety streamer that plays a variety of games? What? Oh, wait, hold on. I'm glad you stuck around, though. I'm glad you stuck around, though, Teddy. Do any of you know Legends of Tomorrow? I just want to talk about it because I've been watching it. I'm like, I want to talk about Legends of Tomorrow though. Can I talk about Legends of Tomorrow? You'll get that soon enough. They all do. I haven't regretted it yet. The show? Yes, the show. Is there like, I guess there's a comic maybe? I know it. Do you like it? Alright, what's there? Let me go there first. I saw that like season 5 or so. Oh, really? Season 5 was a pretty good one, wasn't it? I enjoyed it a lot early on. Oh, really? I hated it early on. I legitimately hated it early on. I literally talked about how much I hated it at the very beginning. Because it was so like the first season, they were just like, there was literally one female character and they were all fighting over her, and it was ridiculous. I was like, I'm so tired of this. Later season, I just got distracted. I love John Constantine though. You love the character that I don't like. That's really funny. He's so white boy. Actually, no, Nate is probably the most white boy. I'm like, because I really disliked his whole like obsession with Zari and everything like that, but I think they are like talking about it, so it's making it so in the recent seasons, so I'm actually looking forward to them. When did I lose so many chims? What? Yeah, that is true. I do love season 5. Which one? Is the season 5 have Astra? Season 5 is Astra, not yet Spooner, right? Yeah, season 5 is Astra, I think. But I love Astra. She's great. She just doesn't care about anyone. It's just amazing. What is the season with the unicorn slaughtering a medieval fair? That was the fairy tale one. I think that was okay. So that was before Zari split. I think so. I think that's season 4. Yeah, that was, yeah, I think that's season 4. Is where Nora and Ray were still there. Nora was great. I love Nora. Nora was struggling so hard to be good. It was so funny. I loved it. Even when she was evil, it was just, I don't know, the Nora and Ray chemistry was great. And it was really funny when I found out they were an actual, like, married couple in real life. I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. I think that's the season I made it up to then. I do intend to try again one of these days. Yeah, go for it, definitely. I think it definitely gets better, in my opinion, from that season onwards, but we also have different tastes, considering you like you like the beginner seasons, you know? I think a major reason I stopped was that I just needed to wait for a new season. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, the great thing about Legends of Tomorrow is that, like, they're all so wacky. And if you don't like the theme of one season, just watch another season. Because, like, it just seems like, the writers are just having fun with the characters and everything like that. And it's just, like, writing different scenarios and everything, and it's really fun. That's actually a fair point. Yeah, if I hate season 4, I can skip to season 5. Yeah, they'll just give you a bit of a recap. Oh no, my energy! Everyone, share your power with me! Wow, can you leave this guy alone? Oh, you did. I love the rotating casting in shows. Friendship will save the day. Evil has been defeated. Thanks to your help. Take this as a reward. You're very dramatic. Did I hear the start of a spirit bomb? No, but we can... Oh, the... Everyone gather your strength. That's funny. Is it wrong that I heard the swordsman Yabba Dabba and pictured Fred Flintstone as your teammate. I did not hear a Yabba Dabba, but okay. Take my energy. That's so cute though. Oh yeah, I'm like particularly giddy today because number one, I got a nap. Number two, I cooked a good meal. I basically just ate hot pot, but I like hot pot, so there's nothing wrong with that. And number three, I started watching Legend of Tomorrow, so it was a good day for me today. That's really all it takes. A good meal, a good nap, and a good show. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. And I get to play some games too. So life is good. Have a good night, JC. Anyway, speaking of cute, I'm off to sleep. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night, JC. Thank you so much for dropping by, and thank you for the raid. Hope to see you next time. I hope you have a chill and nice holiday. Will you be working tomorrow? I hope you're not working tomorrow. Hot pot. Yeah, hot pot. I love hot pot. Hot pot is the lazy man's way of cooking. Just you literally throw things in a pot. And you're like, I'm done. Yeah, I got to eat some like lamb meat. Because I finally went to my local Asian store. To get like hot pot meat, because you can't really do it with any other meat. Well, you can, but it's not gonna be nearly as good. So I got hot pot meat, and I got like mussel, and I got like the noodles. I'm working tomorrow 10 to 4 p.m. Then getting on a bus at 5:30 to go stay with my parents for a few days. Oh, okay. But yeah, have fun tomorrow. Have a good work day, and then I hope you have fun at your parents'. I should be back on either the 27th or 28th. I go back to work the 29th. Also, no worries. Have fun, JC. Enjoy yourself. Muscle keys your eye with the games. That is no longer a redeem. It's funny. Muscle's good though. I personally think Muscle is better than Clam. I'm not really. Clam is so tiny. You know, you eat like 2 bites and it's gone. But like Muscle has at least like a bit of like meat to it. What are these weird things? They look like bugs. They look like bugs with wings. I do like this game simply because like I don't really need to concentrate on it. It's like one of those games where it's just like it's very easy. For reals. Hope you all have a great holiday break. Whatever you celebrate, stay safe, be merry, and all that good stuff. Yes, you too, JC. Thank you so much. You're the sweetest. For reals. Oh, if only clam content were the size of a tomahawk steak. I feel like you'd get a little sick of it though. Isn't that basically just like an oyster? I guess it's different. Like the really, oh my god, but like raw oyster, like the fresh raw oyster is so good. With a bit of like hot sauce on it. Hot sauce and lemon. Oh, so good. I love seafood. I'm so bad when it comes to seafood. I will eat everything. Thank you for the kaboom, tea. I do love that kaboom. The kaboom is so dramatic. But yeah, initially I did want to maybe stream over the holidays, but I don't think anyone really wants to be here on the holidays. I prefer people chilling, you know, spending time with family or not family, and just, you know, enjoying their holiday instead of spending all day like watching me stream. Back-to-back wins on these battles. I mean, these are easy. These are easy. So I'm not too worried about them. The point is that at the end, which is a story. We're trying to get to the story. Where is the story? Does it exist? Is it yummy? Well, I'm always happy to join people that don't have holiday plans. Yeah, true. Wait, Teddy, does this mean you're coming over for Crystal Chronicles? No, I want to talk to the fuel tank. Hey, oh my god, the lag. There you go. I think that's probably why I run out of chims, because I just keep using them, and I never actually get any. Come on. How much is that? 63? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I have been looking to take a trip out of that area sometime. Please don't, especially with COVID still working on, still going on and being rampant. I'd rather everyone stay safe. Honestly, though, if I could go like and visit friends, I totally would. I didn't get that. That's fine. Fine. I mean, I'm fully vaccinated, but it's still, you never know, especially with like the variant and everything like that. Like, it's still a risk to go outside for me. Still no reason to take chances there, especially on planes. 100%, yeah. I think someone came in here and said that planes are actually not as dangerous as you think it is. I was like, small, low circulation area? All cramped and compressed? Sure. Whatever you say. I did head out to... Wait, no, why would I do that? Hold on. Oh, I'm full on a bunch of stuff. Okay, cool. I need to go sell things. Because Jesus Christ. I did head out to Oregon a month or two ago, but that's because I thought it was dying down and then it didn't. Unless there were snakes on the plane. I'm not afraid of no snakes. Spiders on the other hand. Oh no. Oh no, yeah. I love snakes. Snakes are super cute. Wait, is this not where I'm supposed to go? Guys. Did I go the wrong way? Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay. And where is this? Oh, we're in the wrong place. Oh no, we're in the wrong place. Rip. Did you go backwards? No, I went to the wrong place. For real, snakes are like non-edible gummy worms that move. Please, well, I mean, you can eat snakes, but like... That's the one. But yeah, I've traveled just to meet people quite a bit. I do the same thing, especially for like online friends. I like meeting people in person. Like I did that with a lot of like people that I've met online already. So, I think it's pretty cool. Also, majority of the time it's like in a different like country or something like that, and that's really cool. Cause then it's like, hey, show me around the place, you know? You actually know a local. High five, Teddy. I hope you're smacking your screen. I haven't actually been out of the States yet. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, don't do it now, but definitely find friends like in other countries and be friends with them. High five. Thank you. My goodness, your hand is so small. My hand is very tiny, yes.
どうして
アトリ何やって
ダメ来ないでここは私が自分の力で見つけたんですだから手を出さないでください
Adelie, that's a locker.
私だけの力でトライエッジのこと突き止めてみせますから
どうしてお前がトライエッジを
だって私見てほしいんです
I can high five with my index finger on this
私を
laptop.
見てほしいんです
B.
何言ってんだ俺はちゃんとお前を
That's funny.
違うだったらあんなこと言わなかった
俺が何言ったって言う
Hold on. Is this better? Give me that high five. Sorry. Let me go back to it.
うんだよ
紛らわしい二度と姿見せるなって長谷尾さんそう言ったじゃないですか
違うって
Totally better.
違わない本当に私
New channel redemption confirmed. Oh, high fives? Sure. Totally okay with that.
自慢師の人がいれば
I don't want to be the cause of like laptop death or something like that though. Or like people breaking their monitors.
その人を頼るそうでしょ
That was so worth it.
バカ野郎違うって言
That
っ
is
て
such a cute emote. I love it when you use that SPC.
どうせバカだもんだから勘違いしちゃったんだもん私がバカな
It was oddly satisfying, is it? That's cool. I like giving people high fives. Good high fives are so good.
そうなっちまう
Like they're just so satisfying. This is where the digital waivers comes in place. Yee, cheerful emote.
トライエッジ
I feel like we're getting so close to the end of the volume. It'd be funny if I can finish this game before we actually hit Resume Rain. This would be so funny. Like, what do we do now? I'm more the type to encourage the broken laptop. Yeah, you're never different. Yeah, please don't break your laptop.
てめえは何者だ
Good high five rules. It's just a shame I've never thrown one. Okay, the thing about high fives is that you have a chance of having a really bad high five. Like the really limp one, the one that's just like does not connect. And it's like, what is this? Thank you for the lurk, JC. Then it's like, what is this terrible high five? And then you try it again and it still doesn't work. It's like, why? You've lost a moment. Are we fighting Tri-Edge? We are. Oh my god. I'm not prepared. Okay. I don't mind if you just stand there. That's fine. Works for me. He really is just standing there. Oh? I don't know if I've actually ever high-fived. Oh, really? I love giving high fives more than fist bumps. Fist bumps are a little painful. Unless, like you can't do it too roughly. You can just like, boop. The high fives are really satisfying. I love high fives. I have like the palm. My palm is like really good for like has the right like I think the curve for a good like bump, like the like it makes like the right like vacuum in the middle, so it makes a really satisfying noise. I don't know what I'm talking about. Honestly prefer elbow taps to handshakes nowadays, but a crisp high five is, yeah, 100%. I agree there with them. Ooh, congrats JC for catching that liquid. Ooh, okay. Rip. Is it just me? Is it literally just me? Oh no. Well, I'm dead. Ooh, 35 health. Okay. Thank you, Pi. Can you heal me some more? I'd appreciate. Please leave my healer alone. Oh. I believe in you. Thank you, Teddy. We're almost there. We're almost there. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Wait, do we actually kill him? He's like the main antagonist of this game. I'm very confused. I don't think so. There's no way. There's no way it's that easy. Do I remember this part? Absolutely not. There's so much of this game I remember, but I don't remember this. Wait. Really? I didn't actually believe in you. Aw, I'm sad, Teddy. Sad. Are you data draining this whole area? What is going on? Oh, he recovered. Of course. Try just like this is even my final form. Oh no. I'm very low on health though. Imagine going through this in a VR headset. The motion sickness though. Then I totally believed in you. Don't be sad. Aw. I feel better now. Thank you, Teddy. The thing about VR motion sickness really sucks is because there are really like a lot of good games. Like for example, like I've always really wanted to try Half-Life Alyx because I heard it was really good. But one, I don't have an index, and two, like I'm not really good at shooters, and like there's the whole aspect of like walking around stuff like that, and like even just looking at it, I got a little like motion sick. Motion sickness makes me so sad. Same. Yeah, I feel like I miss out on a lot of things. I'm really bad at like first-person games, like not even for VR, but just like first-person games because like I get so motion sick just from that. I'm totally the kind of sad nerd that played this in real life. Oh, 100%. 100%. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Ow, rude. Okay. Okay, well, why are we bullet helling? Ooh, okay. I think of the yeah, stupid death problem. Depth problem. Can your guard break already? I'd appreciate that. There you go. Hey, feeling lucky? How are you? Hit back with a slash. Okay. What kills me is that nothing else makes gives me motion sickness. Literally nothing. Oh, really? So you're like fine with like other games and stuff like that? It's just literally just VR. I'm good, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm like really happy today. I don't know why. To be perfectly honest, I guess it's just that I had a good day. Boats and planes and games, driving too fast, everything. I mean, when you're driving, apparently you don't get motion sick. Oh my god, that thing's still there. With VR and I start to sweat in minutes. Oh, yeah, okay. For me, I guess I'm like, I've always had like issues with motion sickness with cars and stuff like that. Like not me driving, I like driving. But other people driving, like I get motion sick. Especially bad drivers. I definitely get motion sick from bad drivers. So like, it doesn't really like surprise me. Because I'm like, I kind of pretty much expected it. Are you serious? I dodged that, excuse you. Note to yourself, you drive when I visit. You don't like driving? I like driving because I take my time. I don't really like speeding around everywhere. Although I can speed. If I really want to. I used to race with my coworkers. Like we'd be along the same way home and we'd race the way back home. It was pretty awesome. It'd be like 11 a.m. in the morning. We just got off like our warehouse work shift. Oh, come on. You just said bad drivers make you motion sick and I'm a zoom type. Oh no. Yeah, I'd have to lie down in the back if that was the case. Again? Zoom all day. I was about to make like a what was it? I don't remember what it's called, but it was like zoom. Like it's a reference to something. I was like zoom, make my heart go boom boom or something like that. Like that was a song. But that's such an obscure reference that I think only like a 90s baby would know. Yes, I know that song. Hey, feeling lucky. True story, I think I may have accidentally joined in the street race on the way back home from work. Really? That's pretty cool though. The thing about racing is that you use up so much gas because you're not like at a consistent speed. I don't know for sure. I made the 24 minutes drive back home in 13 minutes along with the other drivers, so I wasn't complaining. Excuse me? What is going on? Oh no. As long as you have family, you can win any race. It's PC, that is the cutest thing. That is the cutest thing. Smash any button! There you go. Stay alive. I'm also reading chat at the same time. Oh, come on. Yeah, I have the advantage that I can't read, so check and distract me. Well, it works out that I'm reading out everything, right? Come on. Oh my god! Again? Just let me hit you. Just let me hit you. Stand still and let me hit you. Oh my god. My hands can't take the smashing all the buttons. There you go. Oh my god! This is what happens if I'm trying to rush this. It's not good. I have as much health as you guys know. Azure Flame God, the defender of Microsoft Azure. No, stop. We're killing Windows right now. Please don't tell Microsoft. Oh, freaking. Okay, he stops then. Oh, there it is. DMs and Microsoft's Indigo. Revengement discontinuing soon. Yeah, I'm in this stream for the same reason I listen to audiobooks, so Pretty Boys can do all the reading for me. I can make it sound really dramatic if you want, Teddy. I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. Revenge for discontinuing Zune. Kappa face. Is that dramatic enough for you? Yes. Thank you for the hype, feeling lucky. Did we really kill a Tri-Edge? That is crazy. I don't remember it. The Kappa phase brought it from good to amazing. How would you know, though? If I don't read out the emote names, how would you know? The entire feel of the sentence will change completely depending on what emote is used. That is true. Yeah. Oh, that's not ominous at all. But I can see pictures. I don't know why, I just assumed you were blind. Though I admit my pop culture knowledge of things like emotes is even worse than my reading. Yeah, same here though. Bye, Adelie. Wait, I don't remember. Do we lose Adelie? I don't think so, right? We're getting into I don't remember territory. Because it's been too long. It's very conveniently near the end of this game, which I 100% have finished. Like, I have finished this volume. And am I done this volume? Oh my god. I did manage to finish this. I wasn't expecting to finish this today. I still have like I think 2 more hours before I need to play with Fraz. Oh no. That's speedrun. I wouldn't call this speedrunning. Cause like, hold on, sorry. I need to wait. Cause I think this is my 8th stream. This is my 8th stream of this. I finished no Sphere Grid run faster than that. But to be fair, I don't really play for a really long time on these ones. All hail the 100% 5-minute run. Ooh. Why did I read that as Obama Snow? Obama Snow, caught by Teddy. Thank you everyone for being here on my speed run. We're here to witness history. Thank you everyone. Alright, I'm gonna switch views. The music's gonna start for a moment. Okay, so what should we do with this time? Should I stop streaming until like 7 p.m? Or should I keep going? Man, I need to remember where I left my Wii wired internet thingy. Are you starting up your Wii? What is happening? Keep going. But what though? What am I playing? Do I just play the next volume? What else have you been playing? Up to you though. Or switch wired the internet thingy? Can you plug it into internet? Oh yeah, you can. We should remind people that it's still Donkey Kong December. Ooh. I'm not playing Donkey Kong though. I totally would though. I would totally play Donkey Kong Country. I needed to buy an adapter. Oh, really? I don't remember. It's been a while since I opened it up. It blocks me. Fire spurts if he shoots ya. It's gonna hurt. Thank you for redeeming the Donkey Kong December. I also got to look at my game library while you were doing so. I love the wiggle. Oh my god. When I ever get like an animated emote thing, I'm definitely having a wiggle in there. You can do an early Cuphead stream? Ooh. Like a test? I could. You're right, I could. I don't have a Cuphead background though. I have to get one. I wish this game... See, okay, so if I click out of it, then the song stops because the thing is full screen and it doesn't play. But like... I need to install Cuphead. Though I don't think it will install while a game is being played though, right? That's not how that works. Right, I would need to... Where's Cuphead? Cuphead. Yeah, I need to install it. I probably should have installed it earlier. Are you going to install while I'm doing this? Ooh, maybe. that ruins things for my bot. I need the game running in the background. And you can set Steam to download while the game is playing. I mean, it's already at 9%, so I think it is working. But it's annoying when the music stops whenever I click out of it, because I need it. You could stream the installation process. Yeah, is that fun? That's funny. I love that though. That's hilarious. I think it might actually be finished. Oh. No, it's not. It's like 50%. Build suspense. You can also see like the games that I have. Is that what your plan is, SPC? I think by the time the credits finish, the game's gonna be done. Size on the Steam account. I don't think there's anything that interesting that shows up on my Steam thing. I am actually really excited to play Cuphead, to be honest. I'm honestly, I'm kind of just like, I'm definitely gonna have to save up money next month because I've used so much money this month because of sales and everything like that, because I'm buying Sekiro as well. I cannot say the same. Oh. You have some weird sketchy games in there. Usually when I finish a game, I'm like, I'll talk about the game. So I might talk about Dot Hack a little bit. I do really enjoy Dot Hack. It's like one of those games where it's just like, it's just plain fun. Oh, my Cuphead is done already. I get paid on the 3rd, so glad the sale goes on till the 5th. Yeah, I've definitely I haven't bought Sekiro yet. I'm waiting until I get paid before I buy Sekiro. I own 1400 plus. What do you think? I thought you would have less sketchy games. Does it say? Where does it say how many games you own? Profile? Profile? See my profile? I have 226. Just very, very small. Ivan, how are you? We just finished this game. We might open a Cuphead, just to do like kind of like a Cuphead test. I bought like a bundle edition of this game and haven't touched it yet. Yeah, it comes in a bundle. You get all 3 of the volumes, so I might just replace today with like the next volume. Either that or I play one of the Final Fantasies, like 7 or 8, because I think those are the ones that I haven't completed yet. Ooh, Cuphead. I once was being silly and teasing a friend of mine for playing Cooney Pop Cam Studio. Cooney Pop Cam Studio. A few days later, she comes back and goes, "You own it too." And I'm just like, wait, I do? I'm a game designer. It's a research. Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, Teddy. It's actually a solid match 3. So I've heard. I do have a friend that plays it because purely just for the match 3 and not like any of the other stuff, because I think he is ace. But it's so funny though. I did go on a date and with someone, and the first thing that they told me was, "I play really weird games," and then the second sentence after that was like, "Games like Cooney Pop." I'm like, okay. Oh, there's more. Oh, okay. The next episode. I think I play the Hoonie Pop game mostly because I am addicted to the Match 3 games. Match 3 games are really fun though. I'm literally playing like a kind of a Match 3 game right now. But it's like pure Match 3s, not like Hoonie Pop. I also really like Bejeweled too. My really old like flip phone from when I was in high school had like Bejeweled on it, like a demo version of Bejeweled on it, and I used to play the heck out of that. Bejeweled. It's actually a solid Match 3. I was shocked. Yeah. They really hid. They were like, hey, here's a it's like, is it a sex game? I don't even know. Here's a not safe for work game, and in it you play Bejeweled. Did someone say Bejeweled? I did. You were talking about how great Bejeweled is. You've cleared .hack GU Volume 1 Rebirth. It is recommended that you save the game. Uchi Yamada has sent you a mail about continuing your adventure in Volume 1, converting your data to Volume 2. Sure. Yes. That might have been a bad idea. That's fine. Can I just read my stuff here in Volume 1? I think that's really cool though. You can just like you can still play in Volume 1 if you want to. And then you can move on to Volume 2. I got so upset when they went to, you have to pay for the Bejeweled serotonin. Yeah. Look, that's on the less weird of the games I play. Shooting chickens, Insanity Chicken probably qualifies as more weird. I do have a friend that plays really weird games, so like, I mean, to each their own, right? Okay. How do I get up? Yes. Alright, let's exit out of this. I'm gonna try a bit of Cuphead. I'm probably gonna be rusty from the 4 years of not playing the game. So this is gonna be fun.